Hey, Patrick Davis. I'm so glad you joined me today, buddy. Look at us, two cops, retired. We're into fitness, health, and strength. We're looking good. We have no PTSD. We're living our life. What do you think?
Hey, Cliff, how you doing? Sounds good. Yep, very much so.
Man, it was so good. When I visited you in December and we went to the body art class you were giving, and I had a really great time with it. It's awesome, and you're still facilitating the classes.
Yep, I am. I facilitate two of my own classes right now, and then I'm at the studio like 4 times per week. Co-hosting with my director Ryan, and then helping out.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I got to ask you about something. I'm gonna put
Yes,
this right on you. Look at this. This is crazy. What the heck is this about? Oh, you don't see it.
I don't see it.
Hang on. Oh, I wonder why you can't see that. That's weird. It's you doing your back stand, your back thing on the wall. That thing.
Oh, is that from
I,
today?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can show that to you. No, I guess it doesn't show up. Yeah, man, that's pretty impressive. It's showing you're using the bars there to help to assist you in doing that. That's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
So Kelsey's been working with me doing that, and it's very challenging.
Yeah,
It's I mean, you need flexibility, but you need strength in your back. And then I
yeah,
did in that post, but a lot of this you get like disorientated when you go backwards because you don't know where you're going to because it's behind you. And that's the biggest challenge I felt was just just having confidence to go backwards and just fall back and be okay. And my last week, Kelsey tried doing with me. She put a strap around my waist and she was holding on to it. And
yeah.
I went to go back and I lost my confidence and I just fell straight at my back
Oh
because
shit.
I didn't feel, and it took me, and I had to go up and down a couple of times before I felt safe to go all the way down.
So you're really
And it,
disoriented, right? Your head's upside down.
yeah, and then you don't know. I mean, you know what's behind you, but you're kind of going backwards. And you don't know what's there, and your body's trying to keep you safe. That's what it's
Yeah,
doing. Is
right.
you have to
Yeah.
train your body. And I feel the best way to do that is just go little by little, like on that Swedish ladder. Just go down one rung, come back up again, and then go down 2 rungs, come back
Okay.
up 3 rungs, and just do it very slowly.
Okay. So you just progressively, increase the distance. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty. But I don't know if I could do that. But I'm not that flexible. Have you always been flexible or?
No, I have not that. That's a thing. Like, but
Wow.
I I've been really working at it. And the thing is, I think a lot of people say I'm not flexible.
Yeah.
And what I found out, same thing about your nervous system. Like the flexibility you have or you don't have. Like, say you try and touch your toes and you just can't do it.
Right.
Your body is telling you, I don't feel safe doing this. So I want to
Yeah.
allow you to go down. But if you just, all right, today, let me touch my knees. And then next week, I'll touch my shins and then my ankles. And as you gradually go down, you're telling your body, hey, I'm safe. I can do this. And then it'll allow you to go down to your knees or your toes.
I remember you telling me that before that we can all do it. It's just that our body feels we'll be out of balance or we're not safe to do it, so
Yeah.
it purposely doesn't go there. I'm
Yeah,
going
it
to
just won't,
try
it
it.
won't let you go down. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try progressively to do that. I was also, there's no body art here up at the island where I'm at, but, I'm going to maybe try some yoga stuff, man, because I really enjoyed your class as far as that movement is concerned. I think it really does lead to preventive injuries.
Definitely. There has to be a yoga studio up in the Thousand Islands.
Oh, there
I can
is.
almost
Yeah.
guarantee that. Yeah. Yeah.
There is, but but there's no body art. I like that body art, but I guess is that body art similar yoga moves, right? But it's different.
Well, the body art is physical therapy, and all the moves are based for physical therapy
Yeah,
protocols.
that's what I liked
And
about it.
you know,
Yeah,
yeah, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna have body art in the Thousand Islands. But
no,
if you did if you did like a yoga, I think it'd be very beneficial.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it next week. As a matter of fact, yeah, I wanted to do that. Now, what?
I'd look for it's called Vinyasa yoga. Vinyasa yoga
Oh,
is
vinyasa.
it's like a yoga where there's a flow, and I think you'd
Okay.
really enjoy that. Yeah,
Yeah, because there's like it's yoga on the river or something that's up here, and they have a different class every night. So maybe they have that. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
sure they do. Yeah,
vinyasa, more of a flow. I like that. Yeah, because that was good.
yeah.
I liked your class. Was really good. And so you're saying you're doing two of your own. Do you have to? Do you kind of have to market your class and bring people in on your own, or it's the body art studio does it, or both?
Um, so the one on the I do one on the Upper West Side on Wednesday mornings,
Yeah.
and that one is already kind of like established, and I just kind of like I'm taking over that session. So
Oh,
the
good.
people are already there.
Oh, great.
And I do that at 8, yeah, I do that at 8:45, and then at 9:45 I get done, and I drive to 590 Madison in Manhattan, and we just started it's a corporate building there, and I'm trying. Well, I mean, body art in general is trying to build up a client base there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So Madison Avenue. Okay, 590. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's
So it's
kind
like
of the.
50, it's like 57th and Madison. That's on the corner.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah, because I know the next block or two over, Park Avenue, 301, I think, is the Waldorf Astoria, which is way down by the Grand Central. Yeah, so
Yeah,
500 is
yeah.
up towards the park. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. That's a nice area, though. That's a little kind of it's a big business area, right? Or like it used to be
Yeah,
the
it's
advertising.
all yeah, it's all like the building I'm in is a lot of investment banks,
Oh,
and
cool.
so they have a gym in the basement. It's called V. Well, the amenities company is called Exos, but the gym is called V Fitness. So
Yeah.
They run this gym, they manage it, and
Okay.
then Exos runs a few gyms in the city, corporate gyms that Body Art teaches sessions at. So that's why Ryan wanted to come here, and I took over the session.
Yeah, Exos. That sounds familiar. That's like I think there's one in Melbourne, Florida. They're all over, right?
I think so. Yeah, he probably would.
Exos?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember saying that. I think it might be. Hey, well, we both went to the same high school, but many years apart. Did you you played football? No, you wrestled, right?
I played football. I wrestled my freshman and sophomore year. I played football all 4 years, and I played baseball all 4 years.
Oh, okay. Wow, man, you're a all letter sportsman. Uh, Now you maintain you're very well muscled. Do you don't do weight training now though, right? Or do you?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I try. Yeah, yeah. I do like my workout today. So I trained with Kelsey, and I did the back bending. I did some flexibility,
Yeah.
and then I came home today, and I went on the treadmill for like a half hour, and then I did some body weight moves, calisthenics, and then I lifted weights.
Yeah.
I did back and bis at the
Oh,
end.
good. Oh, okay. Oh, I wondered. I go, because some people just naturally maintain muscle mass, but and you've been doing, you have quite a bit of muscle mass on you, but and now you're getting more flexible. That's awesome. I think it's great.
Yeah, I feel you have to lift weights no matter what you're doing. You could be a runner, and I think you have to lift weights. I'm a big proponent of lifting weights. I don't think it'll ever hurt you to lift weights. You
No,
know?
I think it's a must. I just think some of the benefits I think we don't even know just based on what it does hormonally, and not only that, the weight bearing on the bone density factor, and all these other
Yeah.
kind of things, and just probably getting glycogen out of our muscle tissues, and I just think probably some of the benefits we don't even know. I think it's just a must. Yeah, definitely.
But having said that, I think there are other aspects to fitness that people ignore. They just go to the gym and lift weights, and that's it. And I think they're kind of shortchanging themselves by doing that.
Yeah, you know what? The guy that Mark Sisson, the guy, he's in his 70s. The guy I took my primal health coaching from. He's a big proponent in overall movement throughout the day, and so he does a lot of stand-up paddle boarding. He rides a fat tire bike on the beach, and then his weight training is probably only twice a week, and then he sprints once a week. And yeah, so that he rotates it around. He thinks some people do too much weight training, is what he says. But
Yeah. Speaking of sprinting, there was like a quote I've seen somewhere, and I think it's like 95% of people 30 years of age or older will never sprint another time in their life.
You got to be kidding me.
It's and I may have those numbers off by a little bit, but it's something very similar to that.
He really recommends sprinting, and I think I've told you before that I've been sprinting now once a week, except for when I'm out up here. I've been just jumping rope instead. But I swear to God, that caused my testosterone to skyrocket and went to up over 1,000. And then it was still 800 in April, and that's crazy high.
You should do like a survey of your friends. Hey, when's the last time you sprinted? See what they say. I bet you think about it, no one ever really sprints. Like when would an adult 38s, when would they sprint unless they're doing it like at track or something like that? No one does it. And I think they should be.
Well, and this is what Sisson talks about. Primal health coaching. It's going back to primal, going back to how we were and how we were genetically, habituated these kind of movements. When we were out there hunting and gathering, at certain times we would have to sprint, to get food and to kill animals. We didn't jog for 2 hours straight. No, we walked, preserved energy, and then when we had to, we sprinted. And I think we're meant to do that. Yeah.
No, definitely. I think our bodies are meant to move like in ways that most people don't do it.
I always try not to throw shade on my fellow 68-year-olds, but man, I don't think anybody that I know sprints at all. And then and when I sprint, I'm talking it's probably only maybe 8 to 10 seconds, and I do maybe 6 of those. Yeah.
I do think though, if you are going to incorporate sprinting into your routine, like anything, you gotta gradually do it. You can't not sprint for 20 years and just go out and sprint. You got to just take it easy first and warm up and do some, gradually increase your.
Yeah, he even says in sprinting, you start off like 20%, and then the next one maybe 40. And so by the time, the fourth or, halfway through, now you can go full out. But definitely I do that because I don't want any injuries. Yeah, so I'm lucky I have injury. How about you? Do you have any injuries or ongoing aches and pains?
I had a shoulder injury I was doing some like a back bend. I was trying to come over, like bring my legs over the top, and I kind of twisted my shoulder the wrong way, and it still hurts a little bit. And I was really worried about it, but Ryan kind of put me on a program to make it feel better, to recover. And what I started doing was I would just take like a bench press, and I would just take the bar, and I would just bench press the bar, and then if it felt good, I'd put 10 pounds on. And I would keep on increasing the weight until I felt any pain. And then once I felt pain, I stopped right there.
That's the way.
And then
That's
I'd
key.
I'd stay there for a bit. And then 2 weeks later, all right, let me add 5 more pounds, and I'd see how it feels. And I would keep on increasing it until I felt pain, and then I stopped.
Good. Yeah.
But it only really hurt doing bench presses and shoulder press. It never hurt doing like a handstand or the back bends. It doesn't really. I don't know why.
Okay.
It just doesn't.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think that's the. Go ahead.
And I think our bodies recover, like since we stay in shape and generally, our bodies are going to recover so much quicker than if we were sedentary.
Yeah. No doubt about it. I think you're right to listen to your body. When it starts to hurt, stop right there. You don't push through it. And definitely moving it. I think too many people. Well, I learned this when I had tennis elbow, right? Because I started researching the shit out of it. And then I probably watched 10 hours, 20, 30 hours of videos from these, I forgot what you would call them, but they deal with the muscle movement and the tendons. But the worst thing you could do is not move it. People I'm going to immobilize it. No, you don't want to do that. You want to keep moving, range of motion, and keep some.
Yes. Yeah. The worst thing you can do is like not do anything.
Yeah.
And like when you have like a shoulder injury, all right, say my shoulder hurts and I can go up to here, then that's where I go to. I stop there. Right, and that's all I'll do is that far. And then I will, if I can go up a little farther next week, then that's where I'll go to. And I'll go to where my range of motion allows. And another thing I learned from Ryan is that our whole body is connected.
Right.
So let's just say we have an injury on my right shoulder. I can actually move my left shoulder, and it may improve the health of my right shoulder somewhat, not a lot, but somewhat, because your body is connected.
Yeah. And your body's always trying to get into balance, right? So it's moving, or it wants to move to rebalance itself, it would seem to be.
Definitely, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Your body, the human body is like a phenomenal piece of equipment, and when you think
uh
about it,
it's amazing. But I see I see two do you do all your weight training at home, or do you go into a gym at all to do that?
no, I go to a gym to do it.
Which one do you go?
Well, I go to Life Health Fitness in Queens, where I live, and then
Okay.
I go to Crunch. I go to Crunch in Manhattan, and then I have a gym in my co-op, which I'm starting to use more often now because it's very
It's
convenient.
convenient. It's right there.
Yeah, yeah,
What's the best workout to do? The one you'll do, right? The best that's the one you'll do.
yeah.
Yeah, I belong to a crunch too. I belong to two gyms. I was doing a video the other day that I love. You know, when I go into the gym now, I love. I see some of these people come in, man. They are fat, out of shape, old, but you know what? Damn it! Somehow they got leverage on themselves to get in the gym. They got a trainer, and now they're getting after it. You know, and I'm their biggest fan because it's very intimidating to come into a gym knowing, oh, I'm out of shape, I'm fat. People are probably looking at me. So God bless them. I really support those people for doing that, man.
Yeah, it's very tough. I mean, when you think about it, like you and I, we can go into a gym. I can go to any gym anywhere, and I can find equipment, what I'm going to use. I know
Yeah,
where the equipment is. I can just walk around. All right, this one. If you know nothing about fitness, you can walk into a gym and you're totally lost.
lost. Yeah,
Like
you
you're not going
lost.
to know what is, yeah, what is
What
what.
does
You're not going to,
what?
yeah,
Yeah. And not only that, we can walk in and we look like we've been coming to the gym. So, we're
yeah.
not, no one's even going to pay attention to us. So we don't even have any reason to be self-conscious. But anyways, I'm very, yeah, I
So I've had
support those
people.
people.
I've gone to gyms like in like Florida, and I walk in and they say to me, "You don't need a trainer, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm good," because they know when you
Yeah.
walk in, they just know that you kind of know
Yeah.
your way around the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, we wear we've communicated that without any words, you know.
Yeah,
That's a good thing, man. When people, if you work out, you're disciplined. What it tells me, I can look at you, not just you, but anybody, and say, okay, you train. I know you're disciplined, you're committed, and you take care of yourself, and you have a certain, character to you. That's your calling card, really. Just if you work out and maintain some muscle
definitely.
mass, man. But then on the other hand, so I get bolstered when I see that, and I see I see a lot of young people in there too, which I'm happy to see that, and women are going to the gym. But predominantly when I'm looking at out in the field, when I'm in the field of life, man, there's not a lot of people working out or staying in shape that I see. I don't know. How about you?
No, I think people who go to the gym and move and live a healthy lifestyle, I think they're in the minority. I really
I,
do.
I
You know,
really do too, man. Yeah.
I was just at the pool now before we came on, and I want to talk to someone, and the people there, they don't look like they lead a healthy lifestyle,
Right.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just the way it is.
It was funny. I got some fellow retirees in Florida at my tennis club. These guys look great. They're pretty lean because they play a lot of tennis. But then, not that I was looking at them, but then I saw them. I saw these two guys later in they're getting ready to take a shower. And I just like noticed their chest and these guys had no muscle tone or development whatsoever. They looked fine in
Yeah.
a shirt, but you take it off, it's like, holy shit, there's no, you know what I mean? The chest is almost flat, like it never gets worked, obviously. And it's in a degree of atrophy that's kind of sad.
Now, they're tennis players?
They're tennis players, yeah. So they're lean,
Yeah.
they look good in their shirts, but when they take their shirt off, it's like, holy shit, these guys have
Well,
yeah.
I think that goes back to what we said before. There's more aspects of fitness than
Than just
moving,
one
playing
trick
tennis.
pony. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
Which is why I want to do the yoga, because I just think stretching is important and those kind of movements. I mean, and once again, just having. I remember I told you I had apprehension going to your class because I'm thinking, hey, I don't have any injuries. I don't want to get any injuries, and then to find out that all of body art is really about preventive therapy movements, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. That's the main goal of body art is injury prevention, pain reduction, and sustainability of your joints. It's
Is that
not
yeah.
not it's not how much weight can I lose, how many calories. We'll never. Ryan will say if you went to Ryan and said how many calories am I gonna burn in a body art session, he's gonna say that's a great question. The three goals are pain reduction, injury prevention, and sustainability of your joints.
That's it. Yeah, forget the
Yeah.
calories, right? Calories in,
Yeah.
calories out. A lot of people are into that stuff, man. Uh, yeah, is body art, is that, I always ask you this because is it like a patented or copyrighted system or?
So body art started. I don't know the exact year, but it was. I'm estimating maybe 20 years ago. By a guy named Robert Steinbacher. Robert Steinbacher was a dancer. He
Okay,
was
yeah,
in Europe, and he was going to physical therapist because he was getting injured dancing, and
yeah.
he developed this method called body art. And body arts, the ART stands for Active Recovery Transition.
Oh my God, I didn't
And
know
what it
that.
means
Yeah,
Yeah, what it means is and you probably noticed this during the session. You're going to do something very dynamic and then very passive, and then
yeah,
dynamic and passive, and
right.
you're during that passive part. That's the active recovery transition, where you go from like yin and yang.
Yes.
So Robert, he developed this, and then Ryan, he bought the rights of it to from Body Art, United States, Canada, and Mexico. I don't know the exact year, but I'm guessing 10 years ago.
Wow, okay. But I just think this
Now,
should be taking off, man. Everybody, especially, different communities should be employing this,
well,
man.
it's very tough because especially in New York, because I think New York is like saturated like with just fitness programs like yoga and Pilates and Barry's Boot Camp and all this, and Soul Cycle. There's just so much that to stand out. And I think body art does it because I know, like I spoke to you about, we go to the World Trade Center once a month,
Yeah, I
and
love those
people,
pictures, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a big impact. I know I remember you had one girl who gave a testimonial, man. She really loved it. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
And I think what people love about it, well, one, Ryan, he really stresses hospitality. So when
Yeah.
you come
Yeah.
in the session, you're a guest, and I'm a host. We're not teachers, and you're not a student. I am the host. You're the guest, and it's my job to give you an experience,
Yeah.
and a good experience.
I
Yeah,
like that. I'm
and
hosting you. Like hosting a
I'm
dinner
host.
party. I'm
Yeah,
hosting you. You're
yeah.
my guest tonight. I like that. But I just think, because man, people over 50, 60, they're always getting these damn injuries, they're falling, they're missing a stairs or my friend just missed the last step and he's got a broken shoulder and now pelvis fractures. And I just would think that hey, instead of waiting till you get injured, this is what you can do. It's active recovery transition that will prevent injuries that you won't ever have to get them like these people get.
Well, look at when you did that. I mean, there was a balance portion of the body art session.
Yeah.
How many people do you know that train or practice? I mean, how many? Yeah, you could probably count on one finger or one hand how many people that that practice balance. And look how important it is, especially as you get older. And people just don't take the time to do it.
My mom, 91, right? She's the other day when I was home, right? She's now 3 month post fracture. Can you imagine? She typed to me the other day, I just did 2 miles on the treadmill. She's so happy that and I walked with her. But anyways, when I was home with her a couple weeks ago, she's standing on one foot. Cliff, my balance is bad. I got to do this. I got to stand on one foot. And she's doing it, man. It's amazing.
Oh, good, yeah. I mean,
Hey,
one, it helps you keep your balance, but two, it helps you if you do fall, you can like correct yourself
right.
and
Yeah.
to yeah.
Yeah, I missed a step down here like it was 2 years ago. I mean, I took a bad fall. It was one of those falls where then you before you move, you do a little
Mhm.
audit. Am I okay? And
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
no, I had no injury, nothing whatsoever. I just,
Over over the winter, I noticed something. And it was very subtle. but it was like when you have like snow piles. Imagine like when I used to
Yeah.
walk on snow piles, I'd have to like take my time to like walk over a snow pile.
Yeah.
Now I just kind of like walk right over it. I don't even think about it. I don't know if that's because of the movement and my body is just acclimated to moving across stuff, and but I don't like have to like take my time going across snow piles. I just like walk right across like it's nothing.
Yeah, I think I think that's part of it. Yeah. There's no doubt. To that also, oh, you know what? You know, when I started playing tennis, you know, every once in a while my knee was giving out, right? It was just like
Yeah.
giving out. And then after about a month of playing tennis, it never happened again. I don't know whether side movement or moving up and back, it developed those supporting muscles around the knees, I'm sure.
Well, to your point, a lot of times when people train, they just run. All right,
Yeah.
they do one thing. And there's planes of motion. There's like the sagittal plane. There's the frontal plane and transverse plane.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
should train in all those planes of motion. But if I just run every day, that's the
Right.
sagittal plane, and that's great. However, if I got to move to the side one day, my body's not used to it because all I do is just run forward. So one day I have to jump out of the way of something, and I move forward, move to the left or right quick. My body could get injured because it's not used to doing that. I just run forward constantly.
Yeah, yeah. I actually I do those. I put bands on my around my ankles and I sidestep down
Yeah.
the dock and then I sidestep back, and then I
Yeah.
also I walk backwards like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
that's important for you, not only for
But I
just for
think
your brain too. You know.
no, definitely. Yeah. But I think when you're playing tennis, when you play tennis, you're playing all the planes of motion. You're rotating. You're
Yeah,
going sideways, front, back, angles.
yeah.
So I think you're moving in every direction, so that your body is going to be better off, that much better off.
Hey, let me ask you about
And
this. Go ahead.
and also one more thing, you're probably playing tennis. You're probably going to move at a very quick pace for a few seconds and then stop, and then bursts of energy, which give
Yeah,
you, you know,
probably the
yeah,
same as the sprinting. I think probably
definitely, yeah,
could be.
definitely.
Yeah, because it's very intense movement followed by uh, transition type into a
Right.
non-movement.
Definitely, yeah.
Tennis
That's
art. I'm going to start tennis art.
tennis art, tennis.
Active recovery transition tennis. Hey, let me ask you about this because Mark Sisson, my guy that I got my certification from, he developed these shoes called Paluva. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't.
They're five-toe shoes. And so he's big on he said it's important, and now there's probably 10 brands, but Paluva's his brand. And so he just feels it's so important that your toes should be splaying naturally, as you know, like you are when you're barefoot. But of course, you can't
Yeah,
go barefoot. But with these shoes, you're mimicking barefootedness because your feet are always trying to communicate with your brain about the level of the
yeah.
ground and feel it.
Uh-huh. I don't know the shoes, but I do know that there are a lot of people are proponents of training with bare feet because that's how we
Yeah.
were back when we were, back in,
Yeah.
and
Primal days.
and
Primal
just
days.
yeah, just to like get your balance and feel the ground and some people they love doing it. They run on bare feet.
Yeah, I've been wearing those shoes, you know, and then I go, you know what? There must be so then I contacted the company, you know, just by email, and then yeah, they had an affiliate program, so I'm going to be making some videos of me wearing these shoes and just throw up my affiliate link, and if somebody buys a pair, I'll get I think it's 12% or whatever. But
Oh, cool, yeah.
I really like. They were too odd at first, so I didn't really wear them very much, and then they
Mhm.
kept coming up on my feet. So now I've been wearing them, and now that I'm used to them. I just think it's important because I have friends. I don't know if they have that neuropathy, you know, they can't really feel the
Mhm.
floor anymore. And I'm thinking, what?
Yeah.
I think that's a big
I
reason why.
I trained a client and she had type 1 diabetes
Oh, yeah, they can't
and
feel their feet. Yeah.
she had neuropathy, and I brought that up to her about keep trying to be bare, have bare feet more often,
Yes.
and she insisted they would do no good. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna, and so she
Some
wouldn't
people,
try it, and I said, all right,
Some people are not open-minded to stuff. I'm telling you, they're
Yeah,
very closed-minded. They could say,
yeah,
well, let me try it. I'll try
yeah.
anything, see what works. Yeah, I got a friend, and he's like, yeah, I can't go hunting anymore. I can't do this because I have neuropathy. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want that. You know what I mean? But I think he has years of poor diet and exercise. But man, but that's a big thing nowadays, neuropathy. No feeling in the feet. So, and it makes
I have
sense
some
that
road.
your feet are trying to communicate with your brain what the floor is like.
Yeah, what the terrain is? Is it
Yeah.
uneven or is it even?
Yeah.
What are you stepping on? Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about it, we wear shoes probably 85% of our lives, and so we have that less of sensation in our feet because our feet don't need it because we have shoes on most.
Right.
I'm
And
not saying they
so,
don't need
yeah.
sensation, but it has a lot less sensation.
Yeah. And you know what? You got all that cushion, then your toes are cramped in, and it's
Yeah.
not a natural movement, which I think goes to your balance. Matter of fact, for a while, I was actually doing some toe exercises. I was actually holding down my other toes, and I was just, exercising my big toe and doing stuff like that. Do you ever do any like feet exercises or?
We do one in body art where we pick up when we're our first time when we're standing up, we have our feet on the mat and we'll pick up our big toes and then we'll pick
Yeah.
up our little toes and go
Yeah, that's so good.
back and forth. Yeah, and
Okay.
I find it very difficult. I can't do it.
It's hard to do, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll even now, because I work out, you wouldn't know it. I work out my calves quite a bit and I do jump rope, but I do on the board here, I will do, instead of regular, I do to the front. I'll lift up my foot
yeah,
this way. And
yep.
it's just, it's, what would you call it? It's the other side of the coin, just like you said, running in one direction without counterbalancing any development on the other side, I think is not
So
good.
are you saying you take your toes up to the sky and then you point them down?
Yeah,
Basically, is that what
yeah,
you're doing?
uh-huh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So when you have those, what your foot is doing. So when your foot goes up, it's called dorsiflexion. And then when you're
Yeah.
dorsiflexion, and then
Okay.
when you point your toes down, it's called plantar flexion. And that's
Ah,
how your ankle. And the way I remember that is because when your toes go up, dorsiflexion is like the
dorsal
dorsal
fin
fins
on
on
a
a
fish.
yeah on the top. And then when
Yeah.
they go down, I look at it like I'm planting my toes into the ground.
Oh,
Plantar
I
flexion.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's important to do. I'm so lucky that I haven't had any ankle. I broke my ankle like 40 years ago, man. That was a painful thing, man. Oh, man. Have you ever broken any bones?
I don't want to say because I've been. I don't want to say. I don't want to jinx that. So I'm not gonna say anything.
No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Yeah. Damn it! I hope I didn't jinx you now. Holy shit!
No,
You
I
know,
didn't say anything.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. No, you're not going to break any bones. It's funny. Yeah, but I think especially the more you get flexible, it's kind of you're not going to you're not going to have a fall or I think if you fall, I've fallen a few times. It's almost like I knew to let go and not resist, or there's a way to fall where you won't. It's people that try to brace themselves and they break their
Well,
wrist and
well, last week when I was with Kelsey, I fell from standing up onto my back flat,
oh
and
shit.
I braced myself in my hands. And I can tell you, if I'm not saying I have great conditioning, but if I didn't have the conditioning that I have now, I think I would have been hurt. But
Yeah, yeah,
I fell and got back up again, and I was good to go. My back was a little sore afterwards, but it wasn't.
yeah. How about eating? Are you? I've been like, all of a sudden I got back into. I'm almost like it's a compressed eating window. I'm pretty much just having coffee with just a little bit of heavy cream, and then I don't eat till noon, and then I try to finish my eating window at 8. What do you do?
I don't really follow anything specific. I kind of just go how I feel. Like I'll wake up, I'll have some like protein waffles or some in the
Oh,
morning.
those are good. Yeah.
I'll have like a protein shake mid morning. I'll have some lunch, usually like chicken or some turkey. And then at night, I'll usually get some chicken, some rice or some turkey again, some turkey burgers.
Good, good.
But I don't really follow anything. I just kind of go, how do I feel? And
Yeah.
I try to eat clean, but I'm not like, oh, I got to eat this hour. I'm like, all right, how do I feel?
Yeah.
And this is what I this is what I crave, and this is what I'll. And I really don't. And one thing I don't do, I don't do like a cheat day like
Me
once a
neither.
week.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, once in a while I'll go out and have some pizza maybe, but
Yeah.
that's like once a month. And but I don't do a cheat day. I don't, I don't crave it, so I don't do it.
Yeah, I'm always harping on people that don't do all or nothing. Don't be restrictive. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I mean, I hardly ever have pizza, but the point is, once in a while I do. You know, I'll have a piece
Yeah,
or two, but I don't want, you never want to be mentally thinking, well, shit, I'm off the program now. I might as well have 8 pieces. Then back on it tomorrow. You know, you want to
yeah.
know, hey, I might have a piece or two here and there, but you know, I'm not going to eat. I don't feel I have to eat the whole pizza. But and you know, don't have that all or nothing. You know, it's like if I go off it, that's it. You know, it's kind of a
And that's
mentality
what
thing.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, oh, I had one slice, I'm done, so I gotta,
Ah, I
you know.
screwed it up.
No,
I screwed it up. Which is what Mark
yeah,
Sisson says, man. He goes, you know what? You know you're going to a wedding. Plan on it. Plan on it. Hey, I'm going to have a piece of cake. And then what he says is, hey, the first bite is a 9, the second bite or is 10, the second bite's a 9. And then you know what? Maybe you get halfway through, you're done. You know, don't be compelled to eat the whole damn thing.
yeah.
He has a glass of wine every once in a while. He says, well, sometimes I start the second glass. I don't want the whole thing. I don't feel obliged to drink it down just because I paid for it. I don't drink the rest of it. You know, you stop.
Well, the one thing I don't do, I don't drink at all.
God, that's a smart
Um,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that because I went out last week and I had a beer, and the next day I felt so groggy. I'm like, oh, I mean, I got home late too, but just the
Yeah.
one beer, I felt like I was almost hungover after one beer because I never drink at all,
Your body's
and
very sensitive to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't had a drink in now it's been a week. I don't need you know, it's mostly social, but usually it's wine. But in Mark Sisson, I'm looking into these have you ever heard of dry farm wines?
No,
Yeah, they don't irrigate the vine, and there's something else they do or don't do, and it's like really uh it's hardly any sugar, even natural sugar in
hmm.
the wine at all. But they're pretty
Okay.
expensive. But dry farm wines, no extra irrigation, and they don't really do a couple things that other wineries do to get the most out of it, which kind of creates a lot of sugar in there. Sugar's the
No,
enemy,
I've
you
never heard
know.
of it.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my good friends, she loves. I mean, she works out a lot and she loves wine, so it's probably something I'd tell her
And
about.
ask her if she's ever heard of it. Dry farm wines. They seem to
Yeah,
be a big thing lately. So you know, I have to have it get it shipped to me if I do it. But I don't really have. I don't think I don't need drink enough to worry about it at all. But just
yeah, I
something to
don't think
look
yeah.
into. Yeah, I feel good though, man. We feel good. So all right, you're doing good. I'm
Well,
proud of you.
just
Go
yeah,
ahead.
just looking back when I was younger, I drank a lot. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
me
lie to you.
too.
I did a
Yeah.
lot. And
God.
one, I don't. I mean, I wish. I mean, I had fun too, so I'm not gonna say I
Yeah.
didn't have fun because you know. But I wish maybe when I was younger, I would have focused on my fitness. Oh, if I was doing what I was doing now back then, I think I'd
Oh.
be so much better at it. But you know,
No regrets, Patrick. No regrets.
no, yeah, but you know that whenever I started doing it when the time was right, I guess.
That's right. That's right. It was the right
Yeah.
time. So I'll be in New York. Maybe we can hook up. I'm going to be there August 24th, 5th, and 6th. Maybe we can get together.
Okay.
I'm going to the U.S. Open.
Let me see. I'll let you know about the if we're at the World Trade Center.
Oh, great.
That
Yeah.
I'm not sure the dates, but I'll look it up and I'll let you know. And you'll be my guest if you'd like. You can go there for a session.
I would love it. I'll make sure bring the
Yeah.
appropriate clothing. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because I'll be staying in my
All right.
Hilton.
Yeah.
You do it on the
We'll get
weekends.
together. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Maybe we can still get together, have dinner or something. That'd be great.
Definitely. I like that.
All right. Either way, I'll be back again in December as always, and then I'm going to go to class.
Sounds good.
All right, Patrick, hang around for a second, a little debriefing, and thanks for hooking up with me and doing this podcast.
All right. Thank you for inviting me.